All right, blessings. This is Jaia. Good out in ashram. This is part 2 in the music focus of things. And I'll say that when I wrote down 4 things in 4 parts, the music, a little while back. And when I read this one, I thought, oh, well, that doesn't really go with the music. It does because, so anyways, I'll explain and we'll see where it goes and trust that it goes where it's meant to go. So in the first video, I was talking about how I was in a program at Alternatives at St. James in Piccadilly Circus in London, and how that was the first time I heard my voice. So after that program and that event, there were several people that were lined up. Several were in tears or saying that they were in tears as I was singing. And that's one of the things. There is definitely something that happens in the heart for some people. And sometimes it translates into like I shared, physical healings happening, or many different things have happened in the music. A lot of people receiving insights or going into what they would describe as just another state of consciousness, a higher state of consciousness, a more expanded state of consciousness. Some of the songs, not all of them, but some of them are associated with places in the world where I've literally gone to different places, and then the songs came from that particular area of the world. They seemed to me, they felt to be in that area, and I was just singing the song of that place or of that space. So the music really has gone into different arenas and different areas that get really wild, gets really out there. And yet it has a powerful effect on, I think, even there's a weaving that happens, and even in the land, and then for the people that hear particular song at a particular time, at a particular place, with a particular group of people. And there's something that happens in that is quite magical and healing, as people report. And so I was at this event, and one of the board members came up afterwards, and they said, well, you certainly know what you're here to do. You know, in other words, you've really found what you're here to do. And so since I had also, shared a poem, shared a story, and I sang, I assumed he meant the singing, but I didn't really know. And then it was sort of like, oh, okay, well, thank you so much. But there's been this sort of like, well, here it is. What about the book, though? The Living Beyond Belief, and people report from this, and the classes that I do around that, and what about that? And then eventually, I didn't have this at the time, but this is the CD, the Pure Divinity CD, and the music part of things. Oh, okay, but what about the poetry? And now I would say, and what wasn't part of that program at the time, it's like, okay, what I'm really, really, really here for was the dance. And the dance that, my gosh, brought up so much. It's all part of it. It's all part of this divine weave. But I think that is again, the powerful things that have happened that have been associated with that dance. And more recently, you could say the thing that just took things to another level and created a lot of problems, because it is a dance that you go deeply into, surrender all the way into, and the divine is you, and that can create problems. And that's what brought us to have a part of the madness of it all. So the dance was really taking the music of the spheres, hearing the music of the spheres, having been, you could even say, loosely say, initiated into a lineage of a particular tantric dance, and the power of and the potential of the energy working with the earth energies, the power to heal situations that are potentially extremely dark, and in that you go into the dark in a different way and at a different level in service to bringing the light, right, in some of the darker places. So I think I'll just leave it at that. But that's the only lead that I had here. You know what you're here for. So there can be many gifts that surface and many ways to express those gifts. And as they come through in different times, you'll have different projects. And some of them can definitely be more in the spiritual um, um, dimensions, and your heart though will understand things. And even if you don't understand at the time and you can, you really are like other people, what is going on, there will be things afterwards that even if you do have some foul play and people messing with you and targeting you, as people told me, I was being targeted, and whatever happens, right? Whatever happens, life is still life. Truth is still truth, and you know the purity of your intention, and you know what. And if you don't, it will be revealed to you as you continue to go along. So as you continue to remain with the light and with the love and with the beauty, and stay in the intention of focusing on what is true and in allowing heaven to reveal itself on earth. These are big playing fields, and these are definitely times where there's some stuff going on in the world, and the opportunity is transformation. So, well, you're lucky, you know what you're here for. So even if it is revealing itself in many different ways, and if you get thrown off or targeted or whatever happened, your own stuff coming up, whatever it is, and you appear to get thrown off or thrown out, you know what's coming right now? It's not even so much you're looking for recovery. Recovery implies that, I'm going to get over this, and I'm just going to go back to what I was doing and who I was. You're really looking for total transformation and awakening. So the caterpillar self, even though it had transformed and people reflected into the butterfly, maybe there's something beyond the butterfly that comes next, that we're here to bring into this dimension, in this time, in new ways, in ways that are beyond belief. Right. And so it is. Blessings.